Hey everybody, it's Redwood. How you doing today? Today is September 23rd and also the day of the equinox. So that being said, happy Mabon to all my witches out there. So I was up at 3 this morning, went to work, worked a full day, came home, and now I'm filming. So here I am on this beautiful fall day, the first official day of fall, and I am exhausted. We're also in that awesome time of year where I'm cold inside of my house, which is nice, but it's that put on a sweater first thing in the morning and regret it by 11 o'clock. It's a great time of year. It's probably my least favorite time of year. I wish that it would either be hot or cold. However, I live in Idaho, and Idaho weather just can't seem to make up its mind. It just dropped like that, and then now it's decided that it's not going to stay low. It's going to do this whole 80 degrees one day and like 56 and rainy the next day, and then pretty soon we're going to be having snow, and I'm not super excited about that. I'm not a snow person. My dog is scratching himself and moving my tripod, so that's always fun. It's something I'm just gonna have to learn to deal with and be used to, because they can't be quiet out in the other room, and they can't not knock over the camera when they're in here. So that being the case, where was I? Oh yes, big updates in my life and my path. So for the few of you that have been following since day one, love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, go ahead and click the little subscribe button down below. I am kind of at a weird place in my life. I just recently picked up the craft and started dabbling in witchcraft. It's something that I'm starting to recognize is something that's been part of my life for a very long time. I just didn't know it. This is my path. I was raised in a Christian family and never really understood or resonated with that particular faith. Nothing wrong with Christ, nothing wrong with any of that. I just never clicked really well with me. So I went ahead and I decided to tell my partner, who isn't particularly overly strong in the faith and the religion that we were raised in, but he does hold it very near and dear to his heart. So I didn't think it was going to go over well. It's kind of a half and half. Obviously came out and told him that I am done with the organized religion. I'm not going to be going back to church with him anytime soon, if not ever. Plan is kind of for never. Like I said, I've done the same thing for 24 years, and if it's never really clicked with me, there's no point in me continuing to waste my time and put energy into something that just doesn't work for me. Looking back, I'm starting to recognize that a lot of my path and a lot of the things that I've done with my life have actually been very, very hand in hand with witchcraft. I just was completely unaware that that was the case. So I also decided to tell him that I am pursuing witchcraft. I felt like I was hiding and lying to him about a very, very big part of my life, which is not something that I wanted to do. So it only took me about 2.5, 3 weeks before I finally caved and told him the truth about who I was and what I'm pursuing and who I want to be. It didn't go bad per se. As of right now, things are pretty well okay-ish. I personally don't think he's taking it very seriously. I think he's thinking it's kind of just like a phase, it'll pass, whatever. So I'm not really sure what's gonna happen the next little bit as this becomes more prominent within my life. As I start exploring more and learning more, I'm not sure how he's going to react to that, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. In the meantime, I have permission to practice witchcraft in the house and not have to hide it anymore, which is super, super nice for me. My video recording schedule will improve and hopefully be more frequent, more regular. So I do have a very, very nice support team, which is something that I wasn't expecting when I started this path. I figured it would just kind of be me and me alone. But I have 4 people that are exploring this or have been doing this for years or are very much so pagan and just now starting their path of witchcraft as well. So I have a wonderful support team. I also have a few people on YouTube that I follow that are very, very good teachers. Shout out to my girl Amethyst Ascensions Rochelle. She is a beautiful, beautiful woman, and if you've never been to her channel, I would highly recommend it. Amazing, safe place to learn things. I'm so grateful that I was able to find her and connect with her, and I hope to continue to watch her videos as she grows and she progresses and gets a better and bigger following. So like I said, if you're not already following her, I would highly recommend going to her channel. It is worth it. She's an amazing person. So, and anyways, so yeah, I'm more or less out of the broom closet, which is really nice. I feel a little bit more free being able to express myself in certain aspects within my home, and really create this place and make this place a safe space. That being said, it's also my very, very first ever holiday as a witch. Mabon is here, as you guys know, and I've never really done anything. So I've made a list of things that I plan to do over the next few days. Obviously today is the day of the equinox. So I'm going to celebrate by doing a homemade apple pie or making a homemade apple pie when I'm done here. That's kind of my plan. I'm recognizing very quickly that I'm going to be a very eclectic witch. I will do a little bit of kitchen witchery. I will do lots of herbal stuff and lots of green witchery, and I'm also looking into different types of divination. Obviously I got my first tarot deck. We are getting to know each other, so when the time is right, I will tell you guys more about my tarot journey. But I'm kind of all over the place right now. I'm not really set anywhere. I'm not really focused on one thing. I'm just kind of soaking it all up. I'm very much so a baby witch, and I'm like a sponge. I'm taking everything in. So that's been really exciting for me, been really, really fun. Obviously things are in a pretty good place right now. Aside from just making apple pie for Mabon, I'm also going to be doing some really deep meditation, focusing on things that I wish to let go in the next little bit. With the changing of the seasons, it's a good time to let go of things and really release things into the universe, and letting negative thoughts, negative emotions, things that you really need to get rid of kind of die with the leaves and as the seasons change. I kind of imagine that as the trees kind of die off and the leaves fall, that you're letting things fall out of your life, things that really need to go. Cleaning. Lots and lots of cleaning. Not only physical cleaning of my home, but I'm also going to be doing a very, very deep, thorough spiritual cleanse of my home, not just my sacred space room anymore. I'm going to be doing the entire house, and I'm going to be putting up protection for my home heading into the next few months. That's kind of my plan. I intend to really, really bar our home from negative thoughts and negative energies, and hopefully kind of create a really nice, loving, welcoming, open place for people when they come to visit this holiday season. I'm sure people have questions about the bags above the doors, but that's kind of where I'm at with my Mabon season and what I'm doing. Obviously, my favorite holiday in the world is Halloween, which coincides with Samhain, and so I am looking very much so forward to that. I've got a lot of plans with a couple of my girlfriends. We're doing a very, very spooky, witchy photo shoot. It will be up on Instagram eventually. I'm not sure when we've decided we're going to do that. We might wait until some of the leaves have started changing color, but that will happen. If you're not following my Instagram, the name is the same as here. It is just Redwood Rain. Anyways, so now that I have bored you profusely, I'm gonna go ahead and end off this video and kind of just want to say thank you guys for being here and listening to me rant, listening to me kind of grow and change. I've been really, really in a good place, and things are progressing well. I'm in a better place mentally. Typically about this time of year is when I hit my really deep depression, and I haven't done that, and I don't think it's gonna happen this year, which is superbly exciting for me. I'm really kind of grateful that my depression is, I wouldn't say it's subsided. I think I'm in a better place mentally to cope with it, and I'm learning really good coping mechanisms through craft and through self-recognition and self-focus, and self-love. I've been doing this beautiful self-love ritual over the course of the last month for Self-Love September, which has been incredible. I've done it 3 times. I draw myself a nice hot bath. I put in either bubbles or my favorite bath bomb and let that kind of fizz and bubble up really, really nice. And then I have been lighting a series of candles throughout my bathroom, turning out the light, and then soaking really, really well. After that, during that, I like to envision all of my negative thoughts and all the things that I don't like about myself kind of washing off and soaking off of me into the water. And then I watch the water drain out of the bathtub, watching all the negativity and everything drain with it. And then I do this really kind of awkward thing where I go and stand in front of a mirror completely naked. But I like to do it completely naked because I do struggle with body image, but to find things that I can focus on. And so I will stand in front of the mirror and I will look at my body and look at my face and different things, and I will choose 5 things. It's typically about 5 things. Sometimes it's really hard to find even 5. If I can do more than 5, I do. But between 5 and 10 things that I really, really love about myself that day. When I first started doing this self-evaluation and this really analyzing myself and finding things, not that I don't like, but only finding things that I find beautiful. When I first started, it was really hard. I was only getting 1 or 2 a day if I was lucky. It was really, really hard. And now about 6 or 7's pretty easy. So, my confidence is also raising as well. Obviously, I was able to tell my partner that, you know, this is who I am, this is what I want, and things are getting better for me within my life because of this. And I do attribute it mostly to my self-love ritual. So if that's something that you guys want to try, obviously you don't have to do the bath and all the things, but if you just stand in front of a mirror, either first thing in the morning, right before you go to bed, whatever, you could be staring into your black phone screen for all I care, you know. But find 5 things that you really, really love about yourself that day. Obviously, some of them are always going to be the same, like my eyes. I love my eyes. It's the one thing that I'm always like, oh, well, I love my eyes today. That's one, you know. But I try to look for different things that I don't necessarily enjoy about myself all the time, and I try to find those beautiful at least once in a while. Like my birthmark on my chin. Typically, I try to cover it with makeup, but some days I look at it and I'm like, you know what, that's so unique to me that nobody else in the world has this birthmark on their chin. And for that reason, and there are days when I'm in the right mental space where I think it's beautiful. Like I said, it doesn't happen very often, but once in a while. Today's one of those days. I actually find it kind of endearing. It's really cute. If you guys have any idea, like I've heard some fun things about birthmarks and different past lives and different things like that. I have a handful of birthmarks all over my body. I've got one on the back of my hand. I've got one on the inside of my arm. I've got one on my leg. So if you guys have any ideas of what one on your chin could mean, let me know. Keep me posted. That might be fun to find out and do some more research on. But anyways, that is it for my Mabon day and also my kind of updates. Like I said, I'm sorry I haven't been around. It was kind of hard to film. Things were crazy here at the house and we were in and out, and it's been like 2 weeks and I haven't even sat down to do, well, I lied. I filmed for Black Friday and then never got around to like editing it and never got it posted. So I technically did try. I just never made it that far. So anyways, that's it for today, you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Like I said, if you have any feedback at all, whether it be good, bad, anything in between, just let me know. Tell me how I'm doing. and I will see y'all next time. Bye guys.